You know what's crazy? The fact that it's been like a whole year since like Cyberpunk Edgerunners dropped. Possibly one of the best anime to have come out in like the past few years, if I'm being honest. Like, it's a series that revitalized a game franchise. How many series can you name that can revitalize like a franchise straight up from the ground, that can bring back like an entire fan base? And like, here we are 1 year later, like the game is back to its like hype. It's even getting a new DLC in Liberty Phantom or Liberty City, I can't remember. But yeah, let's talk about Cyberpunk Edgerunners. 1 year later, does the show still hold up? Is it worth the rewatch? Should you rewatch it for the 1 year anniversary? And my answer is obviously gonna be absolutely yes. Why? Because Cyberpunk Edgerunners is one of those shows that is exceptionally well done. Everything about it, the premise, the story, the characters, is really and truly spectacularly done for like a series that is so short. To accomplish what it did, to make so many people fall in love with it, it is incredible. It is incredible. It's a series that I really doubted when I first saw the trailer, like last year, like last summer. I saw the trailer and I thought to myself, this looks like it's gonna be like an edge fest horror garbage thing. Like, Cyberpunk was from like that dead game that failed at launch back in 2020, whatever the case is. Like, I really was doubting this anime until like it came out. After like a few days of people watching it, I kind of gave it a shot, and like, I still remember like watching this series. I was like working on my cosplay. I called out of work just to watch the series, just to binge watch it, and it was the best decision of my life. Like, working on my cosplay, like, I stopped working on that just to finish this series. And I gotta say, like, it tore me up once I got to the ending. Like, once you saw David pass away, once you saw Rebecca go away, once you saw everyone in the gang go away, especially when Maine's death first hit, like, oh man, that really got to me. That absolutely wrecked me, and it just kept getting worse and worse. You saw the progression of David go from this like innocent, pure kid to like this young, mature, like mafia type of boss, only for him to end his own life. Like, he sacrificed himself for Lucy. He met someone that he cared about, and seeing David, oh man, like, seeing them happy, like, you knew that wasn't really gonna last forever. Like, you can never have a happy life in Night City, because it's a place that's just like awful, so awful. Like, dreams come here to be crushed. And like, when David was at the top of Arasaka building scene, look mom, I finally made it to the top, that really wrecked me. Like, today I spent most of my day rewatching Cyberpunk like Edgerunners, and man, like, there was a lot of moments that like they get me. Like, I'm so used to like seeing the series and like maybe crying like the first time, the second time, but like, it's been like a whole year since I have seen this series. But like, rewatching it for like the first time, just like binge watching it, I gotta say the ending absolutely still wrecked me. Like, it still left me just like feeling in shock. Like, damn, I can't believe it's been a whole year since this series. I'll probably wait another year to rewatch the series, but screw Adam. Even though I cosplay them, Adam's my guy, he's pretty cool. But man, screw Adam for like destroying everyone. Like, we all hate Adam. Like, he destroyed David. Like, fuck Adam. All my homies hate Adam Smasher. Like, Rebecca deserved justice, so did David. I mean, Falco is the only one who remained alive, but we haven't seen too much about him. I know like the past year since like Cyberpunk aired, there's been so much fan art, so much drawing, so many cosplays of Edgerunners. Like, to me, Edgerunners is one of those series everyone loves. Like, you can recommend this to anyone and they will absolutely fall in love with it. It's one of those series that I highly recommend people for watching anime to get into it, because it's a pretty short series. It's pretty fun to get into. Like, the story's simple. You follow the story of David and you end with the story of Lucy. Like, ultimately the entire story kind of centers around Lucy and David, and that's pretty good. Like, at first it's the story of David and then it transitions to the story of Lucy, and it's both amazing, awestruck, and it's also very sad. Like, if you haven't seen this series, I don't know why. Like, it's been like a whole year, and if you're complaining about spoilers, well, like I said, you've had a whole ass year to catch up with this series. Like I said, it's pretty short. Would I want a season 2 of it? No, I don't think this series needs a season 2. It's really one of those series that doesn't need any more. Like, it is pretty good as it is. It is an incredible series. But my question to you guys is, before I end this video, did you guys watch the series in sub or dub? Because when I first watched the series, I watched it in sub because I tend to watch most of my animes in sub beginning, and then I'll switch it to the dub version. But the dub version for Edgerunners is actually pretty good. It is really good because one of the characters is voiced by Giannato Esposito. That is pretty interesting. Like, there's a lot of good voice actors in Edgerunners. It's one of the better like dubbed anime that's out there because it's based like on a Western franchise. It's pretty interesting. It is pretty fascinating. With that being said, you prefer the dub or the sub version for this series? Anyways, that being said, happy Edgerunners Day, or not so happy. I'll catch you guys on my next one. What did you think of this series? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you watch in sub or dub? That being said, peace. Have a good night. And Night City.